notification, please print your name to make it clear. Each individual letter. The other thing is, like this word copy. I have a print. I need to print information. So that means in the machine. So, for example, someone drew this and then copied it. And this is a print of what they made, like a picture print. This was painted by someone, and then they copied it and made a large print. Which one do we like, 1 or 2? S or Z? No one likes Z? Pardon? It's going to sound like Z. If you used S, so let's take this one. What's that word? I won! I got the prize! Zzz. Surprise. You may see in the future, you may see it misspelled. English is always changing.
Price.
Prince. Notice here, price. Price. What is the price? The money. What is my prize? A new car. I got a new car for a prize. Yay! Prize. And what's this? Prince. What is it, Prince? The king's son.
Yes. Points.
Not much difference in the sound. So we have to figure out, what are we talking about? Person, thing, prince. Okay. And there's a T sound in there, prince. It's the way how you hold on to that sound, prince. Yeah. He prints his name. You don't have that delay for the T sound with this prince. Straight up. Okay. That was from last week. What do we have here today? Monday. October what? What's going on outside? It's sunny? Is there a light breeze?
Yeah.
Light breeze. How about the temperature? Anyone know the temperature? 46. Uh-oh. Is that good or not good? Good?
Not good because it's very hot. It's very cold. I'm very cold.
You're cold outside?
Yes.
Yeah. Does it ever get cold in Haiti?
Yes.
Yes.
Does it?
In December.
In December? How cold? Like this?
No.
Not this much.
No.
This is very usual. Nothing surprising about today. The nights are getting colder. I have one plant outside, my basil plant, and I'm probably going to have to bring it in because it's going to freeze. So today is a special day. Yes. Anyone?
Louis?
Not today. 31st. So in a couple weeks. What is today? Pardon? But what holiday? Good morning. Who's this guy?
Columbus Day.
Who is that? Oh, that's good. That is great. An adventurer.
Dr. Christopher Columbus.
Christopher Columbus. Yes. Pardon?
You American.
What did he have to do about America? What did he do?
Exploring.
Oh, that's explorer. A person looking for new things. And when did this happen? When? Last year?
No.
About. Give me an idea.
600 years.
600 years ago? That's very good. Good guess. How many years ago?
1422.
Now where are we?
500.
100.
512.
Years ago.
532.
That's abbreviation. Years ago.
Ago.
So remember our word ago
Yeah.
in the past?
Past.
1 year ago, 2 years ago, 1 week ago, giving us a time frame. Good morning. How are you? Let's get you here. This. Oh, and mirror also. Okay. Yeah, sign. You have one? Okay, then sign and then pass it back. So, Columbus was an Italian man who wanted to make money. And so in Italy in 1400s, there was people exploring and saying, there's a big world out there. And we know that people in these parts of the world have things. And we want some of it. We want to see what they have. So that's called trade. Business, trade. And so some people were going to India, China, trying to go to China, but big mountains and desert and difficulty. So there were people with big ships, boats. And so Columbus decided with his people that he wanted to go to India. And so Columbus decided to go to India, but many people did not understand that we have a continent here of North and South America. So here's Columbus and Italy, and here is India over here. And let's see, I'll use my hand. From India to Italy is this far. Not far at all, but desert, mountains, very difficult to travel. No roads, just trails. And so he did not know that this was here. He thought he could go on the water and go across. And so he needed money for his ships, so he went to Portugal and to Spain. And the Spanish king and queen, King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella, had money for his ships. Why did they want Christopher Columbus to go find India?
Discover a new
To make money. They were not so much interested in discovering, but they just wanted gold, what they could find. So Christopher Columbus came across, but he did not find India. He found the Caribbean, the islands here, and here, one of which is Haiti. We have students from Haiti. And he came here and saw people. And he said, well, maybe they're Indians. So that word has stuck. So when we talked last week about, remember Sitting Bull? An American Indian, not an Indian, not from India. So anyway, many people feel that Christopher Columbus used people badly. He went to the Caribbean, and there were people there, and he took them back to Europe, and took their wealth, what they had. Good morning, come in. And many people had jewelry. They used gold for jewels. They didn't care that much about it, but they got used very badly. And so many people today feel that Christopher Columbus does not deserve this respect. He was a colonizer. And so many people in the past generation have said, why don't we give this holiday to the people that lived here? Indigenous Peoples Day. So many people will say Columbus Day, but the correct term now is Indigenous, that's an O, Peoples Day. So that's today. And you may find some offices that are public offices that are closed. I suspect that the post office is closed today, Secretary of State. I'm not sure which one's closed. We're going to be studying more about Indigenous Peoples Day in a bit. So let's move on to what I have here, grammar. Let's see. My sign-in sheet back. Did we get it? Morning.
Mister,
Yes.
I don't have
Do we have a sign-in? Do you have the sign-in sheet? No. Oh, it's up here. These are very close in meaning. Indigenous people, native people, first people. Okay, let's, I'm going to wait till tomorrow, and tomorrow I'll give you some spelling words that we'll have, and then we'll do that. Words tomorrow, and then on Monday I'll give you a little quiz on those words. So today, these are conditionals, and they come from the word shall, can, and. So we're going to talk about should today, but notice that should is a good idea. So if I said, I should go to bed early, it means it's a good idea to go to bed early. I need some sleep. Should. This one, could. It comes from the word can. It means you're able to do something. And would is often used like, I would go if. I would buy a new car if. I would move to a new house if. It depends on something else. So this word is used with that often with the word if. It depends on something else. I would like to go, but I would like to go to the store, but I don't have any money. It means it depends on other things. That's what we're doing. So let's take a look at should today. Does everyone have the should paper? This one? Anyone?
You can have it.
And my sign-in sheet, where did it go?
Sign in here.
Pardon?
Right here. Sign
Here? Good. Bring up the sign-in sheet.
Don't have it.
Okay? Good?
Yeah. Right.
Take a look at this sheet. I'll let you give you 5 minutes to read it yourself, then we'll read it together. See if you can answer the questions. What are there, 4 questions? From last week, when I gave you the story about Sitting Bull, did we finish the backside? Yes or no? We did? Okay. The afternoon class, I think we did
We didn't do it this review.
it. Oh, we didn't talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Let's have a conversation. And Jamal, would you be the doctor? And Mohammed? Pardon? Nader?
Mohammed.
Pardon? Ken.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Done. So this is your script.
Start.
I have your test result back. The test shows that you have diabetes.
And what?
Diabetes.
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 I was afraid of that. It is very common in my family. What should I do?
Well, decide the medication I'm going to give you, sir. Your child see a cardiologist to make sure your heart is okay. We'll have the nurse
Wait, your heart is
okay.
okay.
Okay. Have the nurse recommend one for you.
Okay. Anything else?
Yes, you should try to eat healthier,
Healthier.
and you should lose some weight.
Okay. My wife has been talking about wanting to lose weight. So we can start again
Start
eating healthy,
healthier.
healthy together. Thank you, doctor. I will be there to see the cardiologist right away. I'd like.
Good, I'd like to see you again in 2 weeks to see how the medication is working. Make sure you schedule an appointment before you leave.
Read the last line again, Jamal. Make sure
You schedule
you schedule.
an appointment before you leave.
Okay, very good. So this is a common conversation, a person and the doctor. So we have some words and some expressions here we're going to take a look at. First line, diabetes.
Diabetes.
What is diabetes?
This is sugar.
Too much sugar in the blood, diabetes. What is it? On the second line, it says, it's very common.
Yeah.
Common. A lot of times, a lot of people. Common. Next line, cardiologist. Heart doctor. Cardiologist. Yes. Next line, it says after the okay, it says I'll have. What is I'll have? I will have. Future tense. I will have. What does recommend mean? Advice. Recommend. Then going down to the next one where it says the doctor, notice the word healthier.
More
more healthy.
Yeah.
Notice it's between two things. The way he was eating before and the new way. I want you to eat the new way, healthier. And the next line there, it says weight. Do you see that word weight?
Yes.
Same sound.
Yeah.
Yes.
So at the doctor's office, they take your weight
Wait.
and your height.
Yeah.
No, wait.
So, here at 15 kilograms.
Weight is usually in kilograms or
Pounds.
pounds.
Yeah, pounds.
Yes.
LBS is the abbreviation for pounds. Yeah. Why? Why LB? You would know? Any scientists here? The old word for a very heavy metal was called lead. You know lead? In Latin, that word was called Libby. So it's a very heavy weight, and it's stuck. But this is why you see LBS, pounds. Next one down here.
Schedule.
Schedule, like scholar, like school. But also, if you go to other countries, they may pronounce this schedule. So you hear this in English-speaking countries. Look at your travel schedule. It means the same as this. Schedule, schedule. Let's see, there was another one here. The last conversation with the doctor, he'd say, "Good. I'd like to see you again. I would like." Now, we've been talking about the should today, good idea, but this is another conditional. So notice they abbreviated it to I would to I'd. I'd. I'd like, I would like. It's future tense. I would like, depending on this person setting up their schedule. So we'll talk more about the would later. So let's go here to number one. Dana, read number one question for us.
What is Ken's health problem? Ken has diabetes.
Ken has diabetes. Anyone else have an answer? Amira, what did you
You
say?
have diabetes.
Pardon?
You have diabetes.
Okay, now this question here, we're not talking about you and me. It says, what is Ken's health problem?
Diabetes.
Ken is a he.
Yeah.
He has,
Diabetes.
or Ken has diabetes. Okay. No you in there.
He.
He. Okay, Claudine, number 2.
Who does the doctor say Ken should see? Ken should see a cardiologist.
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 Cardiologist. Thank you.
Notice that word cardiologist.
Cardiologist.
In our vocabulary, many titles, the end of the name of what they do is IST. So,
Dentist.
dentist, your person who takes care of teeth. What do they do? What? Yes, mental health. A person who deals with psychology, how people think or feel, psychology. The person, psychologist. The person who does cardiology. The dentist, the person who takes care of dental issues. IST. We'll go, I have a list somewhere I'll find for you of those. So, notice on number 3, what else? What does that mean, else? More. Yes. Number 3, Mohammed.
What else does the doctor say Kim should do?
Eat healthy.
Try to eat healthier, lose some weight.
And number 4, Amira.
Do you know anyone who has diabetes?
Diabetes.
Diabetes?
Yes. So how are we going to answer that?
Yes,
Yes, I
no, I
don't. This is a do.
Yes.
Remember that? Okay. Notice down at the bottom, and the word they have down there in the box for the word should is should for advice. Should. What is advice? Like recommend, advice. I have a good idea for you. I'm giving you advice. I'm telling you what you should do. So if I said, you should bring a pencil to school. Good idea. You don't have to, I have lots of pencils. So go to the back side and part C, and it says, use or complete a sentence with should, and then the base form of the verb in parentheses. Do we remember parentheses? Parentheses. So on here, notice that they put the word in parentheses, lose, but it may be you need to change that to loses or something else. So I'll give you 5 minutes to do that, and if you finish that, go down to part D, and this one is you thinking of advice to give to someone with a problem. I'll give you a few minutes to do page 59. May I borrow this? I can't find any more copies. And this one will change. He should see the dentist. Put. I'd like to see you writing. Writing, practice writing. Take one past one. You? Pardon?
Close the switch.
Okay.
And then switch the guard. I have to the guard.
Job.
Yeah.
Job.
Yeah.
What time is your job?
Start 2 p.m.
You start 2 p.m.?
Yeah. I wanna announce study in the morning.
So you were in my afternoon. You want to come here to this class?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, do you want to go to Horizon to tell them? Or do you want me to tell them? It's not,
I can.
you can go to, it's not, it's hard to park.
Okay, I can.
Can you go there?
Yeah.
Just don't fall into the big hole.
Okay, yeah.
So you'll be coming in the morning. Thank you. Practice writing. How we doing? Everyone done? So let's take a look here at our grammar sheet. where did we leave off? Amira, so Abla, you're next, I think. Read part C, number 1. Yes.
Aaron Schultz was wearing the car.
Getting surgery. What kind of surgery?
Doctor,
Knee surgery. K-N-E-E. Do we see that combination? Very commonly in English, K-N, no K. You don't hear K. Like knife. I know you. K-N-O-W. Knee surgery. So, pardon? Aaron should lose. Notice the word lose has a z sound. Okay. Lose. It's, even though it has an O, an S, and an E, we know that usually that O gets a long O sound. But in this case, you just have to learn that it doesn't. Lose sounds like lose. Usually, when we have that O-S-E, hose, like a garden hose. 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 Nose. Nose. Lose. Okay, Z sound for this one. Okay. Don't lose your keys. If I said, my handle. My handle is not tight. We say it is loose. S sound. Lose, loose. Okay. Next one, Sultana. Toothache. Another variation for CH, ache, no ch sound. Ache, toothache, earache, pain, backache, headache. Ache. Next one, go ahead.
The girl should put on sunscreen when they go to the beach.
Very good. Girls. Girls, say girls. 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 Grrr. Like a lion. Grrr. Grrr. Girls. Notice it's GI and not GR. So you don't want to make the gr sound. Girls. Number 4, Shah.
You should call the dermatologist about that rash on your arm.
Very good. Dermatologist.
Yeah.
What's that?
About the skin.
Skin doctor. Dermatologist. So we've had cardiologist today, we have dentist today, and now we have dermatologist. Next one up here, hold on.
I should take peritoneal sites and pregnant.
Okay. Prenatal. Prenatal. What does pre mean?
Before.
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 So what does prenatal mean? What? Any ideas?
Before.
Before what? Yes, before the baby is
The baby
born.
is born, yeah.
Yes, before the labor and delivery is prenatal. So when a woman is pregnant, she goes to the doctor for prenatal checkup. Okay. And then after the baby is born, then she goes for postnatal checkup. Pre, before, post, after. Pre and post. So if I said, I'm going to give you a pre-test, that means I'm going to test you to know if you know any information. And then we talk and we discuss, and then I give you a post-test at the end. Next one.
I think there are some should visit a psychologist to help him understand the divorce.
Very good. Okay. They. Okay. Next one. Think. They think. Double TH. They think. And then divorce. What is divorce?
The separate for family.
The legal separation.
Legal separation.
So when a couple break up, legally, by law, then it's called divorce. So we have a new one here, psychologist. We talked about that before, for mental issues. People too sad, people upset, they see a psychologist. Next one, number 7.
Exercise and should drink at least 8 glasses of water.
Okay. Everyone, what? Should what? Exercise and should drink. So it's double should. Should exercise, should drink. Size. Z. Exercise. Number 8. Ellie?
Do you think I should find new pediatrician for me? Pediatrician.
Or what?
Pediatrician.
For my daughter.
For mine.
For my daughter.
My daughter.
My daughter.
For my what? What's that last word?
Doctor.
Daughter.
Daughter. Pediatrician. Another ending for people that do things. C-I-A-N.
The doctor for kids.
It's pronounced shun. Shun. Oh, we have a problem with the lights. Call the
Electrician.
electrician. Okay. Ending tells what people do. Psychologist, pediatrician. What is a pediatrician? Children's doctor. Yeah. So when you go to the hospital, you look for Department of Pediatrics because you want a pediatrician. You have a heart problem, you go to the Department for Cardiology.
Yes.
So if you have a tooth problem, you go to
Dentist.
the Department for
Dentist.
Dental work
Then
to see dentist, psychologist, pediatrician, the person. This is the person.
okay.
And this one right here, very important word. Ah, daughter. Daughter. Yeah, very good. Daughter. Awesome. Number 9. Karen.
needs now glass.
What kind? New.
Glass.
Yes.
Glass. Glasses. New glasses.
Glasses. Yes.
She should make an appointment with the optometrist.
Optometrist. Dr. Price. Another IST. Optometrist. You know, I'm thinking that tomorrow your spelling words are going to be doctors. Okay?
Yeah.
Because it's important. Does anyone here go to a doctor? Yes? It's common. It's common. And it's a good idea. So I'm going to say everyone should see their doctor. Let's go down to the bottom. It says give advice. Okay. So now we have to give advice based on the first one. So your turn.
I like to eat fast food for lunch every day.
Lunch.
Lunch. Usually eat more fruit and vegetables.
Fruits and
Vegetables.
vegetables. Okay. We all have that? Anyone think of another answer?
You should eat healthier.
You should eat healthier. I like that. Lunch. Lunch. Okay, let's go back to the back of the room and come up. Number 2. Okay, Nader. Number 2.
Number 2. Chemo is
Kimiko.
is 100 pounds overweight.
Advice.
1 second.
Give him back what they say.
Communicable should lose some weight. You should.
He or she.
You should.
Well, Kimoko, I think is a, I don't know if it's man or a woman. She, Kimoko?
Okay.
We'll say it's a she. Sounds like maybe Korean name or Japanese. So what's the advice?
She should lose some weight.
Lose someone.
Lose or lose?
Lose.
Lose.
Okay. Lose.
Lose.
L-O-S-E, Z sound. Lose. Loose means not tight. Loose. Okay. Lose means, where are my keys? I can't find them.
Lose.
My wife says, don't lose your keys. Can't find them. Lose. Disappear, like that. Number 2, Jamal. Number 3.
Your brother smoked 2 packs of cigarette every day.
Do you have advice?
Yeah. They should stop smoking. Stop smoking.
Anyone have a different answer? They should stop smoking. If you had a different answer, they should smoke less. They should see a doctor about stopping. Any answer, but they should. They should. They should. When I was 18 years old, and cigarettes, a lot of people smoked. They smoked in offices. They smoked in the hospital. They smoked in the doctor's office. I went, pardon? Oh, yeah, did you get this one? No, not this one. Did you get this one? You should bring it tomorrow. Okay? See you tomorrow, inshallah. I went to college in a classroom like this. In the classroom. And when you smoke a cigarette, you know, it has ashes on it. And what did people do with the ashes? On the floor. You're stepping on these ashes. And cigarette butts, cigarette ashes all over the place. On the street, outside, people smoke like this on the street. And birds. You know, birds like little things.
Yeah.
Birds think, oh, that looks good. Maybe I try that. So the bird eats the little piece of cigarette and dies. Why? Why?
It's
High
toxic.
dose.
What?
It's toxic.
Why? I think I heard it.
They're toxic.
It's toxic. Yes. So if you have a baby, and the baby takes a cigarette, can get very sick and even die. Yes. So cigarette smoking is a problem. Yes, still a problem. So where are we? Number 4, Claudine?
Bradley and his sister run 5 miles every night after work. You should.
Wait. You?
They should.
They should.
Run 3 miles every night.
Okay.
3 or 2.
Well, maybe, is that a problem if they run 5 miles?
No problem.
No problem.
They should continue.
They should continue. But Claudine said they should run 2 or 3.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So it's your idea. Your idea. But the important thing is here, Bradley and his sister.
Two.
They. Not he, not she, but they. Number 5, Luctana.
I can sleep at night.
Now, you are giving advice to someone who says this. So now what are you going to say?
You should take some sleep vitamins.
Very good. You should
Take some
sleep vitamins. What else could you say?
Try to sleep well tonight.
Okay. You could, someone might say, you should see a,
Stop
Doctor.
take caffeine. Exercise.
oh, I like that one.
Stop take caffeine.
Stop drinking caffeine. What is caffeine? Like in coffee. And caffeine does what? Wakes you up. Yes. But where are we? Number 6, and Amira? No, oh wait, I'm sorry. Before I go on, notice when you have a question like this. Here's the problem. I can't sleep at night. So the answer, like Dana said, giving advice, you should.
Okay.
I and you. Okay, Amira, number 6.
I'm afraid of getting a sunburn.
Sunburn.
Sunburn, yeah, it's the beach.
Okay.
The girls showed about on sunscreen.
Sunscreen. Now, okay. Now, I am afraid. So the answer will be
You should.
you should. You see that? I and you. You should put on sunscreen, put on a jacket, something. What is that word beach?
Sea.
See.
Ocean.
Okay, the beach is the part by the water where you can go play in the water. You can walk on it. Not rocks, but sand. A beach. Notice it's buh, beach. Not puh, peach, which is fruit. Beach, peach. The beach is with water, not, it could be ocean, the ocean beach, the river beach, the lake beach, where there's water and land with nice sand beach. Number 7. Look. Sensitive.
I should see. I
you going to answer this?
You should.
I should.
You should.
You should. You're giving advice. I'm saying, oh, one of my back teeth hurts. So you say to me,
You should
You
see
should.
a dentist.
you should see
A
a
dentist.
Okay, number 8, Susanna.
I really don't care for the food they serve in the cafeteria.
Give her some advice here. You should.
You should bring your own food.
You should bring your own food.
Yes.
And if you're a parent, you're a mother or father, and your kids say that, I would say to them, eat it anyway and stop complaining. Any advice we give, but the important thing is, I don't care, so then you say to me, you should. You should. Okay? Notice that
Shouldn't.
should, meaning should not.
Should not, you shouldn't.
So you have to listen to that ending, you shouldn't. You hear it?
Yes.
Should, you should? You should. The other thing we have to remember about language when people are speaking is that a lot of things they do is not just the words, it's how they express. Okay? So when we say you should look how you should. You shouldn't. You see the difference?
Yes.
No. My head. What does this mean? In U.S. What does this mean? No. Do we get this?
Yes. No.
No.
So express.
What does that mean?
I'm sad.
No.
I'm crying.
No.
Sad?
No.
I see.
I think.
This is kind of negative. And this is
Yes.
positive. We use expressions to give the up or the down. So if the doctor says, if you go to the doctor, someone smokes, drinks, eats too much, the doctor says, you shouldn't. Body language. Person who exercises, lifts weights, eats good, you should continue. Positive. So our body language expresses positive and negative things. So you have to pick up on that. And these are often cultural things. Some cultures do it in different ways. What is a cafeteria? What's the difference? What is a restaurant? What is a cafeteria?
Cafeteria for drink.
Restaurant, small, breakfast and very cold. And maybe cafeteria small.
Usually a cafe, notice it often has that little accent on it. A cafe is a place for a small amount of food, but the coffee and sandwich maybe.
Yes.
Cafe. This one, cafeteria.
For snack.
Usually a cafeteria is in a workplace or a school.
Yes.
And no one says, oh, what would you like today? You go up to the counter and say, I want that sandwich. I want this salad. And you pick from a list of things. Like in school, they serve lunch at school in a school cafeteria. Okay. And everybody goes in a line and they pick up food and go sit down. Cafeteria. This one, restaurant.
A lot of restaurant, big food.
No, you can't choose.
You can choose. Yes. Yes.
Chicken
They
and
have usually many choices. This restaurant. But someone comes to you and says, what would you like? Okay. So you order individually. Cafeteria, restaurant. I think there was another one here. I think we covered this. I think we have enough time to go back. I gave you this American Indians. For, do you have to go?
I have a question.
Yes.
What the difference between you have to and you should to? What's the difference?
You have to means
You must.
you must. Necessary. You have to. In Michigan, you must have a driver's license to drive legally. Should means it's a good idea. You should drink 8 glasses a day.
Yeah, we should
It's a good idea. Drink lots of water.
Should for advice. Have
Should
for
is advice.
academic.
Necessary, you must. Yeah. The doctor says, you must take this medicine or you'll die. Necessary. The doctor says, you should eat lots of fruit. Good idea. So on here, this one, last week we did sitting bull. Remember this? You have it?
No.
I'll give you one. I think we're going to do both of these tomorrow. Both of these finish up the story on Sitting Bull and also, yes, it's kind of go together. And notice we're doing this because today is Indigenous Peoples Day. But I'm also going to have an article for tomorrow about the person whose name for this holiday was first, Christopher Columbus. So it's good for you to know some of these American connections. Columbus. You got a paper bag? This one. Are you going to go there today? To Horizon? To change your class? Okay. I'll tell Ishraq. Which one do you need? That one? I'm gonna call her, you can tell her right here. My student, Nader Alamari, his work schedule has changed, so he's in my seat tomorrow. He's going to come in my morning class. Does he need to come in to you, or thank you, Ashraq. Oh, what does that mean?
Good.
Good, all set. See you tomorrow. What time?
9.
9 o'clock. Okay, bring this back tomorrow. We'll finish Sitting Bull, and we'll talk about American Indians and Christopher Columbus. And so, I have to tell you, when I was a kid, and they talked about American history, we were taught to remember this little poem. In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. To get you to remember in a little rhyming. And what did he do in 1492? He discovered America. Yes, that's what I was taught. But he did not discover America. There were already people here. The native peoples were here. There's some things that you will read tomorrow that are not correct. The numbers are wrong. We know more today than we did when the book was written, but I think it's interesting. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Yes. Yes. Well, his job is now starts at 2 o'clock. I think this just came up, so maybe